Hey yo, what's up? My name is Tom Mizzle. You watch my channel Mizzle14, and I'm here doing a review of season 4 finale of Insecure. Yes, this is the last episode of the season, and then we will go to season 5. But you know, every season lasts it's a year in between, so we won't get to see the next season until next year. So stay tuned to that, y'all. I will review season 5 because I enjoy Insecure and I like the show. All right. So the season finale, I had a feeling this stuff, like some of the stuff that happened in the season finale, I had a feeling it was going to happen, especially like Issa, Lawrence Condola situation, and Andrew and Molly. I had a feeling this thing was going to happen, and hey, but I could have wished they went a different route with the Condola, Lawrence, Issa scenario. But it is what it is. All right. Okay, let's jump right into it. I have before us that I appreciate everyone who has been watching my Insecure videos and also watching my videos on my YouTube channel. I know there's not a lot of shows out there right now, but I am pushing stuff out like that. Right now, Insecure is finished, so I'm continuing with Married to Medicine. I will do Real Housewives of Potomac when that come back. I will do review of Greenleaf, and I think I'm gonna do Marriage Boot Camp Hip Hop Edition. I will do that. So stay tuned for those reviews, y'all. It will be coming up on my channel. So, and also share my videos if you can. Please share, like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you first time coming to my channel. And let's move on to it. Let's go. Alright. I'll make this more conversational instead of talk about scene by scene. Alright, so let's talk about the Nathan and Issa. I like them together. I like Nathan. I like how they happened, how Issa and Nathan relationship sparked when it happened. But until he left and ghosted on her, it put a damper in their situation. But you could tell the chemistry between those two is it's nice. It's fulfilling, and I like that they could develop a friendship on top of what's going on. Even though I feel like Nathan still have feelings for Issa, and it seems like it's permanent that he still have feelings for Issa. But he don't want to jeopardize Issa's relationship with Lawrence. So he said he would like to be a friend and be a good friend for her, and she be a good friend to him while he's going through his bipolarism. And it's tough for him to figure that out, to have that happening on him. But he did apologize to Issa about him talking bad about Lawrence because she is getting back with him and she got back with him, all that stuff. He said he was in the feelings because when she brought up his name and said that she was with him, he was in the feelings a little bit. So he admitted that, but he did apologize and he don't want to make it any difficult on their friendship going forward because she's with Lawrence. Now she's saying that I'm back with him, so if it's gonna be an issue between us being friends and me being with Lawrence, let me know because we have to cut this out because I don't want to mess that up. I'm trying to make it work with him. And he said no, it's not gonna be an issue. I'll be here for you, you be here for me, and we could be friends and we could be cool. I guess he likes Issa's friendship and he likes her being around, and I think he needs somebody in his corner when he's going through his stuff, when he's going through, and have a good friend face while he's transitioning, have his own place and everything. It's helpful and it's working for his benefit. He did find a spot for Issa next event, so I guess whatever event she's going to plan, he found a spot. She likes it. It was nice, a little cozy. The area back, a separate room behind the barber shop. So that was cute, and I want to see how Issa and Nathan's friendship flourish in the next season, and whether if they do get together or not. Cause we don't know what's going to happen between Issa and Lawrence. We'll see, and I'll talk about that later. But at this point, she's making it work with Lawrence, and I don't know. I want to see Nathan back again. Maybe he might get another new love interest, and we'll see him battling on. We see more of his storyline of bipolar. I think they should have expanded more on that because it does happen a lot, and it's very prevalent in life and in a lot of communities, and it's something that doesn't talk about as much. But we need to spend more light on that situation, on that thing, the mental health illness to television, and it's good that they touched on it in this show. So hopefully next season we'll see more of him battling and dealing with it. And see if he's able to cope with it. And I want to see more of that. All right, so let's go with Andrew and Molly. So Molly and Andrew was at a work function, at Molly's work function, and they was talking. They were having a good time. They was pointing out different people and what their personality is, what they are about, and stuff. So one of Molly coworkers came and invited them to an event. Andrew was not up for doing more things because he wanted to go home and spend time and doing things that he wanted to do with Molly outside of work. He wasn't trying to do this long, extended stuff. And she was like, can we do it and stuff, all stuff. He eventually said, okay, he did it. But you could tell that he's feeling bothered. And you could tell that Andrew is starting to get annoyed with Molly antics for a while now. And he's starting to see it. And he does like Molly, but at the same time, it's just like, it's getting enough with him. And especially with his thing with his brother. That took the scales of his annoyance, but also a lot of other things that Molly was doing that is like turning Andrew off. So after the function, they came home and they was talking, and Andrew said something. He said, "Oh well, another thing on your time." So basically, he's upset because he always do things in Molly's way. It's Molly's faction. It's Molly's time, and it's not about him. And it's always about Molly's mind. And he always bending his will for her, and he always do things because what she wants, how she wants it, what she want to get done. And she was saying, well, first you complain about me working on those hours, now I'm cluing into it as a problem. I said, that's not the issue. See, you don't hear, you dismiss what he's saying. He did not say anything about the job and he being there and being a function. He just saying that he do everything that you wants to do, but when he wants to do something, you have a problem with everything, so it's always your time. And you don't let things go. She said, I let things go all the time. I said, no, you don't, girl. You don't. So, during the midst of that, they talking. Kelly kept calling her, and she kept declining the calls, but she finally ain't him. She said, what's going on? Now, Molly, Issa, Kelly was all at Derek's house. Derek and Tiffany's house. Tiffany went missing. Tiffany left. We don't know what happened to Tiffany. Derek was freaking out. He's like, what's going on? She called me. She told me that she was stepping out for a while. She needs some air stuff. And she needed a break. And that was like last night. And then in the morning, she didn't even show up. So I don't know where she's at. So he's franticing. And Kelly and them is there trying to help him out, trying to console him, trying to be there for him, but also be there for their friend Tiffany and see where she's at, because that's their part of their girl group. Girl circle, so they got to worry. They worry about Tiffany. So they was looking at. They went to the like the movie theaters, like concession area of a bar, and the bartender recognized Tiffany. Said she had some margaritas. She had a couple of drinks, and she was a little done. So then she went to get a lift, and she left. He don't know where she went, but he definitely didn't know that she got in the lift. And they was reminiscing. They was talking. They said, you know what? The last time she drank like this, she took us somewhere, and they took like a restaurant, Mexican area around the places, and they was doing all that stuff, and they reminiscing, and they recognized that that's probably where she was going. And Issa recognized that, okay, hold up, which one did she go? But she recognized, and she pinpointed exactly where she went to, because due to the distance and the charge of the lift, she knew lift, so she knew exactly what restaurant she was going to. So they went to that. She wasn't there, but guy said he don't recognize people. He wasn't paying attention. He went in the back, showing them the camera stuff, because they was consistently looking at the camera. And it showed her that she was in a restaurant, that she left at the restaurant, and then she went on the bus. And I said, oh, what's going on? So she said, where could she be going now? But Derek realized and said, you know what? She coming around 10:15. It's not that far. She had to be somewhere in the area. So they said, cool. They got in the bus. And Kelly realized that she was at Sheraton Hotel. But Derek was beating himself up in the bus, because he said he knew that Tiffany was unhappy. He knew she was not feeling great in herself for a while now, and he was trying to do as much as he can to make sure she was good, to make sure she was happy, and it was never enough. He could have done more. He wished he had done more. He beat himself up. He felt like it was his fault. And Issa said, no, we are not perfect with some things we got to go through, and this is some things we have to deal with. And he said, doesn't matter, we will make it work. And Molly said, we'll find her and we will get things together and things will be okay. Find out she was in Sheraton Hotel. They went outside. They went to the hotel. She was in room 505. They checked, they checked in the room. She was said hello. He said, baby, open the door. It's me. I'm here for you. I'm apologizing. Open the door. Talk to me. And she opened the door and she apologized. She said, I'm sorry. I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And I was like, the girls in the hallway, they look like they're about to break down, cry. I was tearing up. I said, oh my gosh. Derek Holder. Every time she said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I said, oh, she was going through postpartum. And it's very real for her to go through. It's like, it happens. And I like that they showed that as well. I wish we'd have more in depth and go forward in that thing. And I hope next season we'll get to explore more of Tiffany postpartum and how she's dealing with it, because she just had a baby. It is like she just depressed and she just not feeling herself. It's just like things are tumbling down. And it just takes a good support system in a corner to get her back out of that funk. And it's gonna be a minute because she just got the baby and she just gotta let herself free and be better and get to herself, her old self. I feel like it just allowed things crashing down on her when she got pregnant and become a mother and stuff like that. It just overwhelming for her. So she needed a breather. And the fact she had to go away to get that breather, to leave the baby behind, all that stuff, that's enough. So hopefully we get to Tiffany and we get her upbeat spirit. Tiffany, the one we remember Tiffany as. Alright? Excuse me. Lastly, alright, Lawrence. Lawrence got the job. He got the job at San Fran. He realized he did a good job. So we told Issa last week that he did a good job. And so we said, oh, he gonna get that job. So he got the job. And he told Issa about it. She was so happy. Now, they were wondering about how this long distance gonna work. And he said it's gonna be an issue, it's gonna be a problem, something like that, because he knows that. She said, well, it's okay. I wanna be with you. I wanna make this work. So this is what we're gonna do. It's only a 45-minute flight if I need to get to you. And if anything, if things work out between us and it's going well down the line, then maybe, she said, what, you will move? What about your friends? What about your family? What about your business you were doing? I said, nice consideration he think about her. And she said, well, I can make new friends and do things, and it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I want to be with you, and we're going to make this work. So they're going to try that long distance for a minute, and we'll see how that goes. Because it takes a lot of commitment, communication, trust, honesty to deal with a long distance, because you don't see the person all the time. So, especially when you do the areas and you can't just get together that quickly, it takes a lot of patience to be with someone who's long distance. It may work for some people, it may not work for some people. So me personally, I don't know. If you're too far, and I had to go too far to get to you, it will not work for me. But you could be a little distance away, and I could get to you by a little car, by a little train, or by a little bus, because I live in New York City. That's fine. But if I had to take a plane to go somewhere else and go on and on, that's too much. Nah. Alright. So later on, she was home. After all this Tiffany debacle, everybody was like this. Now, before, then we go back. Andrew and Marty. Andrew talked to Marty and said, listen, I think we need to break up, because what are you fighting for? Because she want to talk, and it's a lot. And when he said, what are you fighting for? Differently when he wanted, she couldn't answer it. I was like, oh, I don't know. She just having a hard time, and it's like, she looked like she couldn't say anything, because what was she fighting for? It is that. So they broken up at this point, right now. And she wanted to talk to one. And she called Issa to meet up. I was like, oh wow. Look at the tables are turned when you call Issa, the person you basically said last week that we are not compatible. Alright? So with Lawrence, and I think I mentioned that already, but it is what it is. So Lawrence came and talked to Issa and told Issa, listen, Condola came to me last night. And she said, okay, what? 'Cause remember, he told Issa that he talked to Condola already. They fishy over. They're done. That's it. But he said Condola came last night. And I knew it. I knew this was gonna happen. I said the fact that she was kept calling him that night when he had that reconnecting with Lisa and had a mutual night and talk. She kept calling. She was texting. He texting. Kept calling him. She wanted to tell him like she had want to get back with him or she was pregnant. And she came and told him that she was pregnant. He said, oh my gosh, how this happened, everything. I thought we was careful. She said, yes, we were. But it just happened. I'm keeping the baby. And I'm not trying to trap you and everything. You can be involved as much as you want for this child. But I'm keeping it. And I want a baby. It's not in my vocabulary to think about aborting the baby. It's not in my nature to do that. So she keeping the baby. And she wanted the kid. And she said, I'm good. I'm letting you know it's yours. I'm for sure because he asked us it's his. She said it's yours. I'm sure it's yours. And I'm not gonna push you. I'm not gonna come after you. I'm not gonna chase you. I'm gonna be me. You can be involved as much as you want, but I'm letting you know. And he told Issa that, and she said, "Oh my God." She said, "I wanna be with you, but you have another woman's baby." So I don't know how she can handle it because some women cannot handle that. I was listen, some women is okay, whatever. You love the man, you be there for him. As long as it's no drama, you try to stick through it. Hopefully she would not be that baby mama drama business that you want to do things and she's all knocking on your door, she giving you a hard time, all that stuff. We want that happening. And I don't want that in next season. Hopefully they'll make that as a thing, a baby mama thing, and she become all arranged that he with Issa moving on and she's not with him or stuff. And she said, no man, trying to get back with each other. But it is what it is. So Issa needs the time to think about that as she went outside to smoke. And she needed that because she was heavy. She said it's too much right now. It's a matter if they do a long distance while he's in San Fran and they got a new job and stuff. And then another thing is goes another baby. And we don't know if he's going to be involved. I don't think he's going to be the type of person who will not be involved with his child. But at the same time, he didn't want that. It's the timing is off, because especially he wanted to get back with Issa. He said it's before he got with Issa, and before he took the job. So it was like, yeah. And she said, how? Like, come on. It's a lot. So lastly, Molly and Issa talk, and Molly called Issa after the whole thing with her, Andrew talking, and sat down, and he broke up with her, said it was a thing, and that's it. She's knowing her Andrew, and they sat down and talked, and that's how the episode ended. And I was like, oh wow. And it's funny how Molly did all this thing, don't see no fault in herself, but the only person she really called on is the person that she dismissed and having a hard time with, and now you called her. And Issa, as a good friend and she came. Now Molly called Issa this time and we're gonna sit down and have a talk. So hopefully next season we'll see they patch things up, they in good terms again and everything, and we'll see how that goes with their friendship and what happened. I want to see what's going to happen with Molly now that she's not with Andrew anymore, or they get back together next season, or she with someone else. Is she gonna learn her thing, or she will get someone else, or she will date someone else and start learning her faults, or be single and work on herself so she can be a better Molly for another person and be a better friend. I don't know what's going to venture with Issa and Lawrence. What's the deal? Is she going to stay with him while he's going with this thing with Condola and stuff? And the long distance relationship as well. We'll see what happened with Tiffany and her postpartum, how she's dealing with that, how Derek is helping her with that. What was about Nathan and how he's coping with his bipolar. And that's it. And I also want to see probably see more Kelly. She's the comedic relief of the show. Well, maybe we'll see more dynamic of Tiffany and Kelly friendship and see how that goes. But that was Insecure, y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me how y'all feel about this episode. I appreciate everyone who has been watching my Insecure videos. And I'll talk to y'all later. Next video will be Married to Medicine. Peace.